Connections. I'm Marnie Yule, your host. Beautiful 1st of May, and we're excited. A lot of things going on. We're going to have Kim Manowski joining us in a little while talking about upcoming events, including the 45th Annual Prescott Valley Days. But right now, first, it's my pleasure to introduce Josh Davis, who is the new CEO of Mountain Valley Regional Rehabilitation Hospital, along with Brian Shaw, who's the Director of Therapy Operations. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Glad to have you. Okay, I'm going to talk to Josh for a minute because you're new to the community. You haven't been at Mountain Valley very long. When did you get here? What brought you here? And how do you like it so far?
That's right. Well, first, I'm loving it. Love
Good.
the community. Absolutely loving the area. But I moved out here, started at Mountain Valley Regional Rehab Hospital in the first week of October, transitioned from one of our sister facilities back in Texas, which is where I'm from.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, and you came to a wonderful hospital. I was there when they were bringing first got here in 2006, that's when it was built, and have watched it grow and be like the premier rehabilitation hospital destination, so it's really very well respected and has some good history for you. So,
Absolutely. Love to hear that.
and I know you've been there for a while though, right, Brian?
Yeah, I'm just going on 7 years now.
Oh, see, yeah, you've built it up to be what it is today. You've been part of it.
No.
It's all you. You sound like me. It's all about me. I did it all. So let's talk about May, Stroke Awareness Month. A little bit about what strokes are. Maybe it's not. I'm sure you know. How do they happen? And why is it recognized? It has its own month.
Sure, absolutely. Well, strokes are very similar to what you would think of as a heart attack. It's when the brain experiences a loss of blood flow. For one of two reasons. One, it could be a blood clot of some sort of blockage, or there also could be a bleed where artery ruptures, and therefore that leakage causes that loss of blood flow to part of the brain. So it can be referred to as a brain attack, similar to a heart attack, but we definitely call it stroke. But the whole purpose for Stroke Awareness Month is just to raise that awareness so that people know what strokes are, what those risk factors are, things they can do to prevent having a stroke, and also raise awareness about what we do as a rehab hospital to help patients that have had strokes.
Right, right. So it causes the brain has like a malfunction that affects maybe the body, the speech, or something like that. And the rehabilitation is to bring back that, whether it's a speaking skill or something like that. Tell me if I'm right, Brian.
No, I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate because the brain handles everything, right? So whether it's speech or motor control, balance impairments, everything can be affected with a stroke. So a lot of times it's very dependent on where it is in the brain. So numerous lobes in the brain do numerous different activities. So it just depends where you were unlucky to have that insult or where you have that injury to what your impairments are going to be.
Right, right. But that you can, through rehabilitation, minimize or bring back that function.
Correct. I mean, physical rehab is a great tool. Through physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy, we really can restore a lot of function back to the community, either through inpatient home health services or outpatient services, all of which our hospital offers, to really target people in their homes or people out in the community to try to get them back to their highest level of function.
You mentioned stroke awareness, risk factors.
That's right.
I know a lot of it, as my doctor tells me. You got to quit doing that because you have a higher risk for those kinds of issues. So tell us a little bit about what those might be.
Sure, I think, and Brian, you jump in whenever, but I think probably the most common is high blood pressure. That's something that a lot of people go untreated. Maybe they just don't go to the doctor enough to know that they have high blood pressure. Because they don't know, exactly. So, but your body can get used to running high and you don't realize it. So that's a very good reason to make sure you follow up with your primary care providers and know whether you have high blood pressure so it can be treated appropriately.
Right.
But that's probably, I think that's the number one risk factor, but there's quite a few others. I mean, obesity certainly is one as well. Diabetes contributes to your risk. So diet modifications are very important as well, making sure that we're not overdoing fats and cholesterols in our diets, things like that, that help keep our arteries clear.
What you're just saying is just live healthy.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's really the bottom line, maintain a healthy weight and monitor your blood pressure. And they have cuffs and things that you can just, when you know the numbers, you can just check it yourself daily or weekly, and keep an eye on it, which is what I do. Anyway, you have an event coming up. So you have
That is
on May
right.
20th, you have a stroke awareness fair.
That is right.
Now, you're holding it at Mountain Valley Regional Rehabilitation Hospital.
That's correct. We're holding it at the hospital from 11 to 2 that day. We'll have various stations, different community partners that will be joining us that day that can provide just resources for specifically related to stroke and health. We'll have a screening station there where you can screen, and we'll check your cholesterol. We're going to check your weight, looking at BMI, different risk factors there, just to identify whether you're high risk for stroke or not. And that's certainly a good place to start. But lots of education opportunities that are going to be there, to include a keynote speaker. We will have Dr. Sherry Wiggins, who will be speaking on life after stroke. And so it'll be a great talk, something that you won't want to miss.
Yeah. So is this free to the public? Anybody can come?
Absolutely free to the public.
Do they need to register ahead of time?
No need to register ahead of time.
Okay. So you say it's from 11 to 2. Is there a specific time when she will be speaking?
She speaks at 1 o'clock.
Okay, 1 o'clock. So if you're, want to make sure you hear her.
Oh,
Brian's
no,
kinda-
you're right. She speaks at
I saw Brian. He's looking going,
It's
noon.
at 12.
Yes,
She speaks
okay.
at noon, yeah.
Okay, so right in the middle, so you can come a little early and then hear her, or
That's
stay
right.
later after you hear her and get all the resource information.
That's right.
Are they also able to tour the facility at that time?
Absolutely.
haven't seen it
Brian can
before.
kind of speak to one of the stations we'll have is actually showing the therapy gym and some of the
Okay.
resources that we have available there.
I think a lot of people in the community don't realize what a gym that is, how
It really is.
and the fact that we can have somebody that needs the rehabilitative services can be home with family or in the community where they live. They don't have to go, let's say, to Phoenix or I know you have a facility up in Flagstaff now.
That's right.
But I think that you can stay right here, and it makes it easy for family and friends to visit you.
Absolutely.
And I think that's part of recovery, is being in that space.
Very much so.
I think fundamentally that's how Ernest started, actually, is
Really?
to be close to home. There's so many benefits to rehabbing close to home, whether it's being able to take your therapist home with you and do a home evaluation where we're looking inside your home to make sure that the things you need are there, things are safe, having family training involved. So having all that available to you, being close to home is really important in the therapy process.
You guys are amazing over there.
We try.
Okay, coming up May 20th from 11 to 2, Mountain Valley Regional Rehabilitation Hospital, Stroke Awareness Fair. It's from 11 to 2, I said that. Where are you located?
We're located at 3700 North Windsong Drive here in Prescott Valley.
Just down the street from the Civic Center.
That's right.
Thank you both. Welcome to town. Thank you both for joining us here on Community Connections. And we'll see you at
Thank
the
you.
fair.
STEM is the discipline of hard numbers, precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to get messy or just mess it up. Dare to program something internet breaking, record breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to try. Dare to fail. Dare to keep daring. Dare to learn the difference between organic, sedimentary, and non-foliated metamorphic rock. Get outside, find those rocks. Dare to be homeroom famous, a high school fable. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. And for the love of STEM, dare bigger. Dare to code, dare to invent, dare to explore, dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
How prepared is your family if a wildfire shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or an earthquake? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
you'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Make a plan today.
Connections. I'm joined by Tracy Rennick. She is a mortgage broker and reverse mortgage specialist with Frontier Financial of Arizona. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you, Marnie. Hi.
Hi, it's good to see you. She's also a golfer, brings golf foursome to our tournament every year, and also an avid horsewoman.
Yes, that is my newest hobby.
Facebook, and
It has been fun.
It's a hobby, but it's a lot of work too.
It's a lot of work. Yeah,
It's-
you don't just sit there.
No, and they eat, and
Yes.
but I love horses too, so I
They're
see the love you have in that hobby.
Wonderful creatures.
Yes. Well, that's the personal side. Let's go
Yep.
to the business side of things.
Absolutely.
You've got a couple events coming up, Lunch and Learns, where you'll be presenting on reverse mortgages.
Correct. Yes. So
That's a term you hear a lot, you
Yes.
know, and especially a lot of people that are older, maybe have had their homes a lot. Explain what it is.
okay. Yes. First, so it's a mortgage. That's a misconception. Some people don't know that it's a mortgage, but it's one that you don't make payments on. You can certainly make payments on it if you want to, but for the most part, you don't. So it's the reverse of what we're used to, which is a traditional loan that we make payments on.
Right.
And so
So is there a qualifying for that too?
There is,
There's
yes.
certain restrictions and
Yep.
criteria that you have to meet in order to
Correct.
get that?
Correct. So 62 years or older,
Okay.
own your own home, or you can actually use it to purchase a home nowadays.
Does your home have to be paid off?
No, you can have a mortgage on it.
Okay.
Before you can access any available equity to you, your mortgages do have to be paid off first. And they are paid off with the reverse mortgage.
It's still not clear. I
Yeah.
think I need to go to your Lunch and Learn.
Exactly, yes. I've had many people come to me for the first time not knowing anything about it, and it takes a little bit of time to get your arms around the concept.
Right.
This is a program that only came into effect in the late 80s. So we only
right.
have about 30 years of offering this product, and it's come a long way since then. So there is definitely a learning curve for most people.
Okay, 62. Why would somebody take advantage of this?
Well, you'll learn in my Lunch and Learn that it's a great way to preserve your financial portfolio. It's a great way to hedge your financial portfolio against declining market conditions. It's a way to have a savings account, so to speak, to tap into when the what ifs in life happen to us that are usually unplanned. And it's also a great way to enjoy your retirement. A lot of people just simply haven't saved enough in their 401ks, their IRAs, and so utilizing the equity in your home is a great source of tax-free income.
So is the benefit the fact that you're not making your mortgage payments, or that you're getting additional funds through refinancing with a reverse mortgage?
So if a person uses the reverse mortgage to pay off a mortgage, then yes, the benefit is not having to make that mortgage payment anymore and allowing your equity to quote unquote make your mortgage payment for you. If a person has a free and clear home, then the biggest benefit is having access to that tax-free money for whatever they need it for, or just to let it sit there if they needed maybe in-home care services later on in life. A lot of Americans do not have long-term care insurance, and a lot of Americans want to live at home for as long as they possibly can.
Right.
And so having that equity available to them in the form of cash will give them the money to pay for those services right up to and including long-term care if they needed it.
Right. So now your property, you have a reverse mortgage on your property. In order to sell that property, and let's say, because obviously it's geared towards later in life, seniors. So somebody's going to sell that property.
Right.
That reverse mortgage is then paid off.
Correct. Think about it as any other loan. Whatever your loan balance is, that's what's paid off at closing. Whatever the sale price is, you get the difference between the loan amount and the sale price.
Is interest accrued on that mortgage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you take $100,000, let's say we're buying reverse mortgage $100,000, and it's 5% just because it's round numbers.
Correct.
So that will accrue
At 5% per year.
per
Yep.
year.
So every year your loan balance is rising
Right.
as opposed to declining.
Right. But then again, if the market has moved up, there might be a good distance between what you sell it for and what you'd actually owe, and you've had advantage of
Yes,
not making that $1,000 a month payment or something.
exactly.
Interesting.
However, you can make payments if you want to. And we talk a lot about that right now in the Lunch and Learn, because it's a great time in the high interest rate environment to actually make payments on a reverse mortgage versus making payments on a regular traditional loan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just a little snippet of what you might hear about at our Lunch and Learn is that in a traditional 30-year fixed, by the 15th year, you are making, your total payment is paying about half interest and half principal. With a reverse mortgage, 100% of the payment goes towards the principal. So so you can actually build equity faster with the reverse mortgage than you can on a traditional loan.
Depending on what you make of the payment.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so there's tremendous benefit to making a payment on a reverse mortgage if you can.
Right. But it could be in many cases a lot less than what it would have been on. What's the interest rate right now?
Interest rates are close to 7%. They don't work in tandem or coincide with the traditional mortgages, but they're hovering around 7% right now.
Right. Traditional mortgages, what are they running?
Like 6.5 on a 30-year fixed.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yes.
When are you having your Lunch and Learns and where?
Yes, it is May 16th, 2 Tuesdays from today, 11:30 to 1 o'clock at the center, previously known as the Adult Center on Rosser Road in Prescott.
And you have them one in May and then one in June?
Correct, yes. We do them about every 4 to 6 weeks at a different location in the Quad City area so that we can tap into all the different...
Sometimes they don't travel well.
Exactly.
When your market is 62 and over, and sometimes you don't.
Right.
So
Exactly.
do they need to register in order
Yes,
to...
please register because lunch is on us, and so we want to make sure we have plenty of food for everybody.
Okay, and
Yep.
how would they register?
They can go to our website, Arizona Reverse Mortgages, plural.net.
Okay.
And there's our calendar of events. They can just click on May 16th and register there.
And then, like you said, each month they're at a different location. So
Right.
right now it's at the center, and it may be in PV somewhere in June and back and forth.
Yep.
What a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of have a little bit more, a little bit more idea of what this is now. First I was still lost, but now I'm not lost. But I'm still going to go to Lunch and Learn.
Please join us.
Tracy Rannick, Frontier Financial of Arizona. Thank you so much. And Reverse Mortgages, I'll see you at the Lunch and Learn.
Thank you, Marnie.
Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Do you know how much water you use? By checking your water meter or utility bill, you can find out how many gallons your household uses every month.
And welcome to Community Connections. Joining me now is somebody that I couldn't do my job without, Kim Minoski, our Program and Events Manager for the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce. And I do this because she is planning the 45th annual Prescott Valley Days and has done an amazing job.
Thank you.
A lot of changes this year, Kim, you know.
A lot of changes.
We traditionally had it over in the Entertainment District, or what we all know as the Entertainment District by Harkins Theaters, and now with the building of the new apartments over there. We've had to
We
move,
had to find a
and
new
you've had to go
home.
plan B.
Yes.
So what have you done?
Luckily, we did find a new home. For those that don't know, this year's event is going to be held at the Findlay Toyota Center in the parking lot. So just, you know, like always, multiple days of jam-packed fun.
Well, let's
is
start a little
really
bit
what it
with our theme this year. It's kind of fun. We went back to last year. It worked really well. So this year, again, we had the theme contest with the Courier, and
It's always great. It gives the community an opportunity to have input and make them feel like they're a part of, you know, the event, which
They
is
are.
what's most important, as it is a community event. So that helps. So this year, our theme is Never-Ending Neon, because life should be colorful. And who doesn't need a little color in May?
yeah,
right?
I know.
So it'll be really fun. Everybody who has jumped in on all the different pieces is having a lot of fun with the neon and having a lot of fun with just the bright colors. And you know, it's spring, so why not have things be bright and
Well, and-
reflective?
I know you can't see it, and Mark will say, but you know, you designed a very bright and colorful flyer that just, you know, screams to be fun and having a
Yes.
good time. I do want to mention the dates are May 11th through the 14th, coming up in just almost
A week and a half.
Week and a half.
Just in a week and a half. Yes. So we kick off with, you'll start to see some things and some movement happening in the parking lot as of Monday. That's when the carnival starts to roll in and they start setting everything up, and we'll start seeing big giant roller coasters and, you know, Ferris wheels and whatnot. And then we move on, and the very kickoff for all of this is Thursday, May 11th, which is our talent show this year. So in the past, we've had a ranch to table dinner, and we are changing things up a little bit. So this year we're having a talent show that will be over at the Prescott Valley Performing Arts Main Street Theater.
Yeah, they're located right next to the arena. It was a perfect opportunity to
Great,
kind of bring
right in
them
the parking
into
lot right there.
bring them into the fun and kind of showcase that theater. So they're putting on a talent show.
Yes, so that's Thursday night, May 11th, and that starts, doors open at 5:30. Contest starts at 6. Then we move right into the next day, Friday, May 12th, which is our Fiesta del Pueblo night.
Oh, I love Fiesta
which
del
is
Pueblo.
fun, fun, fun. Everything really kicks off at about 4 o'clock. Our vendor marketplace will open. Very excited. We have 50 vendors in the marketplace this year. So all different kinds of things, from information to folks that are selling stuff, and just a large variety of things that'll be
I always
there.
think of sometimes that at our marketplace and the vendors that you can do your early Christmas shopping.
Absolutely. If not, you know, birthdays and different things
That's
throughout
right.
the year. So it's all right there. Our live music will start at 5 p.m. on the main stage, and we have 3 different Latin bands that will be taking the stage for that night. So very excited. And we have lots of food vendors, and we also have a taco cart from Carniceria Azteca and Azteca Mini Market that will be there hosting our evening for us that night. So really excited about some good, fun.
A lot of dancing, a lot of music, a lot of fun, and then also the carnival's going on.
Absolutely, yes. And then on Saturday, that's the big day. We have so many things happening on Saturday, from 9 o'clock in the morning down to 10 o'clock at night.
Yes.
So, and all of this is available on our website at pvchamber.org, and look for the Prescott Valley Days page if you're looking for schedules and agendas and what time things are going to be starting and ending. But yeah, so we start 9 o'clock is the parade, and that is sponsored by the Prescott Valley Early Bird Lions. New route this year, so please make note of that. We are moving off of Florentine and moving over to Lakeshore. So those of you that are used to kind of setting up shop on Florentine, just move one street over and you'll get to see all the parade action on
And it
that
comes
road.
down from like
Victor.
Victor, and then it moves west on Lakeshore, and it goes around Skook. So similar to our Christmas parade.
Very similar.
The nightlight parade around Skook, back to Lakeshore, and then we'll de-stage at Liberty Traditional.
Yeah.
So
And once again, full map and details all available on our website, pvchamber.org. So if any questions about that.
And Mark will be there. We'll be announcing the parade. We'll be filming it and being able to play it back later on. So
Yeah,
thanks, Mark.
Exactly. And then right after that, we have at 10:30 the Bear Dash 5K will start and hit the road, and they're going to take the same route that the parade folks are. And that's sponsored by the Humboldt Education Foundation. They are still accepting registrations. In fact, they accept registrations all the way up until
the day.
the morning of.
Yeah.
They have a specific registration link that can be found at our website, pvchamber.org. That'll be the constant. And then at 11 a.m., Carnival opens, and 11 a.m. is the start of a couple different things happening. So we have the Carnival, And then we have, back again by popular demand, our cosplay contest. Open to all ages. We would like for folks to register early for that if possible, but if not, they'll take registrations on site as well.
And so be creative. Your favorite superhero, your favorite princess, your favorite fairy tale.
And a couple questions,
Little kids
costumes
to
do
adults.
not need to be handmade.
No.
So that was one of the questions that we have received lately. So yeah, come on out and be a part of that if you've got kids, grandkids, you know, anybody who wants to take part. And then we have our youth and community entertainment that's starting at noon, and that will run till about 2. And then the more fun starts. Those of you that are Wrangler fans know that there's a Wrangler game that night.
Yes.
So we are partnering with them. We're hosting a big giant tailgating party. Beer garden will open at 3. Tailgating events will start at 4. We have a live band that's going to be there performing, and just come, you know, take part in that and get ready before that Wrangler game that starts at 6.
Right.
Then we'll take a short little break, and then we do have music on the green that is moving from the town over to our grounds. So we'll have a live country band at 7 p.m. We have Trailer Park Millionaires.
Yes.
That will be there as our entertainment for that night. So, like I said, jam-packed on Saturday.
And the carnival goes until midnight.
Yes. And then, once again, they will reopen again on Sunday at noon. So the carnival runs from Thursday till Sunday, varying times. So just make sure to check our schedules, and we have everything.
Right.
pvchamber.org.
And I did want to mention too that pre-sale carnival ride tickets. So
Yes.
it's an all-you-can-ride pass that you turn in. $25. There'll be $35 once the carnival opens. Are available at every Humboldt Humboldt school and also at the chamber office until Wednesday the 10th. So
Correct.
you know you can get them stop by any of the school offices or our office to pick up those, and it's saving $10. And if your kids like to ride rides all day long, that's what this is good for.
Yeah, it's really beneficial if you got lots of kids. They're going to be there all day.
And then you have a lot of food trucks. So
Oh
come
my
on out.
goodness.
We're going to take care of all your eating needs.
Plenty of food and sweets and treats and, you know, yummy, a lot of food trucks and different things out there. So it's a banging year this year. It's awesome.
Week and a half away.
Week and a half. I'm doing the countdown.
Okay. For more information, where can they go?
pvchamber.org.
Thank you, Kim. Great job. 45th
Thank
annual
you.
Prescott Valley Days, never-ending neon, because it's a colorful world. We look to see you all out there. Finley Toyota Center, and thank you to our presenting sponsor, Yavapai College. So
Absolutely.
thank you. See you there.